What's up, everyone? Election's come and gone, and I knew I wasn't going to be happy, regardless of whether cyanide or rat poison or, I'm sorry, I mean Obama or Romney won. So I guess you can say that I'm not pleased with the election, but I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for myself and just wait for the end to come. No, I decided to make a video about some good news for a change, and believe it or not, that good news is, in fact, about the election. Now, voters in Maine and Maryland voted to legalize gay marriage, and voters in Colorado and Washington said, yes, we cannabis, and voted to legalize marijuana, and I don't just mean medical marijuana. Now, I would personally rather the government not be involved in marriage at all because it's such a private matter, and having a license for anything is basically legally a permission from government, which turns a right into a privilege. Now, we don't usually have these licenses for other private contracts, which is essentially what a marriage is. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But the realist in me understands that it's probably not going to happen anytime soon, as that concept seems to be about as confusing and foreign to people as if it were to rain molten melt balls. So while we have this imperfect system, it's only fair and just to allow gay couples to participate in it, as well as straight couples. Now, I hope once society realizes that allowing gays to get married is not going to lead to the apocalypse, that it brings us one step closer to the government finally just getting out of it altogether. And the whole world's going to pot, so it makes sense for Colorado and Washington to legalize pot. Now, I couldn't resist that joke, folks. Sorry about that, but seriously, this drug war is not working. We're repeating the same mistakes we made with prohibition of alcohol, which gave rise to the mafia. Just like how this drug war has given rise to the cartels. And marijuana is not legal because it's dangerous. It's less dangerous than alcohol and tobacco. Even the really dangerous drugs like cocaine, LSD, methamphetamine are not illegal for that reason. The CIA has been caught smuggling drugs a million times and funneling it to offshore banks and even keeping some of it for themselves as part of a multi-billion-dollar black budget, and nobody's gotten in any trouble for it. Now, marijuana was outlawed largely due to the influence of the timber and pharmaceutical industries. I mean, they just couldn't have a competitor that could manufacture most things timber could much more cheaply and efficiently, and Big Pharma just can't have anything that can actually help people instead of just address the symptoms of a disease or maybe produce a side effect or two that they can maybe have to take another pill for it. Most importantly of all, it's really none of the government's business what peaceful adults decide to put in their own bodies. Anyway, yeah, the feds are probably going to crack down on that, but we can't let that intimidate or discourage us. I mean, more and more states are starting to tell the federal government to simply go to hell. They're sick and tired of the corruption. Now, there are more and more states voting to nullify Obamacare, or the indefinite detention bill, and other freedom-destroying bills. And it's really starting to scare the global corporate mafia to death. Without the cooperation of the states, there is no federal government. I repeat, no federal government. And without that, the whole scam falls apart. So, which is pretty much exactly why these criminal scum are trying to have global government. Yeah, the establishment controls far more than they should, but these votes are proof that even with all the fraud and corruption, that they're not all powerful. They don't control everything. So, you know what? Just get out there and keep fighting, my fellow freedom lovers. I know it's frustrating, but we have to keep it up. We got them on the ropes. You just got to, eventually we're just going to do that knockout punch, and we're going to get back our republic.